Games and Strains. Yo, what's going on to all my people out there in the video game world? You know what I mean? It's your favorite Stone Gamer, your boy Big V, here with another episode of my show, Games and Strange, where we just be smoking and talking video game stuff. You know what I mean? Yo, before we kick the show off, you know I gotta let you know who we sponsored by. We sponsored by my brand, Skyzone.Society. Make sure y'all shopping at Skyzone.Society.bigcartel.com. You know what I mean? Yo, we got an exciting show today. You know what I mean? I'm so excited and so amped up from yesterday's PlayStation State of Play, y'all. Like I'm feeling real good today, man. I'm in a great mood. I'm always in a great mood when I kick it with you guys. You know what I mean? When I can come up here and talk about this video game stuff with all my peoples out there, my stoners and stone nets. You know what I mean? How y'all doing? You know what I mean? Everybody around the world was popping. Let's get to it. Let's get right into the video game talk. You know what I mean? Like I said yesterday, let me give y'all a timeline, okay? Yesterday was June 2nd. Sony kicked off their state of play for June, you know what I mean? And in my opinion, it was a phenomenal showing of what is in store and what is to come. You know what I mean? Listen, let's start it off by talking about Resident Evil 4. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, stoners and stonettes, if you didn't see it yesterday, Resident Evil 4 Remake is on the way. It will be available, of course, for PlayStation, you know what I mean? And of course, the Xbox side as well. You know what I mean? Shout out to all my Xbox peeps out there. Yo, listen, Sony set the show off showing off the Resident Evil 4 Remake. And it looked good. I'm hyped for it as someone who never played the first Resident Evil 4. I'm excited for the remake. I may not even go back and play the old Resident Evil just so I won't be in the whole comparison, you know what I mean, mindset when I go to play it. I just want to play something. I just want to play it fresh. You know what I mean? I just want to just go in with the mind state of not knowing what to expect and just enjoy myself. I know a lot of people who have played the Resident Evil 4 are gonna probably be a little bit more technical about it when it comes to the reviews and the gameplay and things like that. Me personally, I'm going in blind, you know what I mean? And I like going into games blind because I love not knowing what to expect and I hate expecting so much and being let down. So yeah, man, the Resident Evil 4 looks great. It won't be out till March 24th of 2023. I think that's when it was. Yeah, definitely next year, sometime in March. You know what I mean? So we got a bit of time to wait on that, yo. Mm. Yo, listen, I got to give a shout out too, man. I want to give a big shout out, man, to Sony on how they are ushering in this whole PlayStation VR2 thing. As a person who isn't really a big fan of VR, and as a person who only played the first PlayStation VR maybe like a handful of times, sometimes I enjoyed it, sometimes I didn't. Certain games they just didn't feel right. Of the ones I played in particular, they just didn't feel good. Some of them did. Um, I just wasn't sold on the first one. I got to tell y'all though, after yesterday, I may have to cop a PSVR 2. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I just may have to, y'all. Yo, they showed off Resident Evil 8 on the PSVR 2, and man, it looks stunning. I gotta tell y'all, man. If you missed it, man, listen. It looks stunning. I am sold. on that Resident Evil 8 on the PSVR 2. Not only that, they showed No Man's Sky on PSVR 2. I still haven't even made my way to even play the game. But how they showed it on the PSVR 2 made me want to go and play it, or just cop a PSVR 2 and just play it on there. I don't even fucking know. I just know it looked fucking phenomenal on that PSVR 2, man. Like, I was blown away. Again, I wasn't sold on the PSVR 1, but they are selling me on this PSVR 2, y'all. I gotta tell you, man. Shout out to all my people out there that mess with the the Oculus and are into the VR world and all that, man. Yeah, this looks great. I gotta tip my hat, y'all. I really gotta tip my hat, man. You know, everybody knows that Sony is definitely here within the past few years have been tapping into the PC world. You know, I think they released Ghost of Tsushima on PC. Definitely, I know they released God of War on PC. And if Ghost of Tsushima isn't on PC, pardon me, but it could be coming. I can't remember, but for a fact, God of War is on PC. During the show yesterday, they continued their indulgement in the PC world by announcing that the Spider-Man remastered version will be coming to PC. That is great for all my PC heads out there. That is phenomenal. Like, can you imagine that Spider-Man remastered running at over 120 frames per second on a well-built PC? Like, yo, I was blown away with how it ran on PS4, let alone how it runs on PS5. But PC, where you can make, I mean, damn near the FPS limit is uncapped depending on your computer and how it's built. That can be insane. Yo, this is a good look and a good move for Sony, man. It's you know, I'm a fan of I wish every console had the same games. I'm a fan of that. I get it about exclusives and things like that. And okay, cool. If we're not, the thing is about having every game on every console is, you get to play with your friends. And if it's a single player, they still get to experience what you experiencing. Like, I hate the fact that some of my Xbox peeps can't play The Last of Us 2 or The Last of Us 1 or Uncharted and things of that nature. Like, I just, you know what I mean? I just hate having the conversation and I'm just the only one just excited, to talk about these games or excited because I'm halfway through it or I beat them. And they're not even pumped because they don't care. They don't care because they know it's not even, they have no chance of even playing it because it's not coming to Xbox. Like, I'm loving, so with that being said, I'm loving the fact that Sony is extending these exclusives to kind of not be exclusive just not in the Sony world, because they're extending them into the PC world. I like that. I like that, man. I really, really like that, man. Salute to everybody that's playing on PC, man. Go get that the Spider-Man remastered. Not sure when it's coming. I think for a fact it's this year. Don't fact check me. You know what I mean? Look it up. Pardon me if I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Definitely. But yeah, it's something to get excited for if you're a PC owner. What really, really, for me personally, this is just me, what really grabbed my attention was, of course, the Final Fantasy 16. If you don't know, they did debut that and gave us a date for next year. Of course, they're going to take their time with that, as they should. It's their baby. I understand that. I can wait. Just get it right. It looked phenomenal, by the way. The trailer for the Final Fantasy 16 looked phenomenal. But what really, really stood out for me, what really made me say, yo, what the hell is that? Was this new game that's coming out this year called Callisto Protocol. The trailer was unexpected. I hadn't even heard about this game coming down the pipeline. This was phenomenal, man. It looks phenomenal. Um, I'm gonna read you a little description of what it's supposed to be about for all my peeps out there. So it say the Callisto Protocol is a next generation take on survival horror from the mind of Glenn Schofield, blending atmosphere, tension, and brutality with terrifying moments of helplessness and humanity. The Callisto Protocol immerses players in a pulse-pounding story where unspeakable horrors lurk around every corner. Let me tell you, if you watch that trailer and you don't say, holy shit, something is wrong with you, check your pulse, man, because you might be dead on the inside. Yo, I kept saying holy shit throughout this whole fucking trailer. I am pumped. Of course, I'm pumped for Final Fantasy 16. Going into this, I wanted to see more of Final Fantasy 16. But this game right here is the one that I am checking for the most. This Callisto Protocol, man, listen, they can take my money today. It looked great. I'm sold on it. Man, listen, I'm hyped. I love horror games. It's a survival horror game as well. It looked like it looked like at first it looked like it could have been almost a blend of like Death Stranding to me mixed with Dead Space. You know what I mean? Like, and the scenes were just so intense. You're running into dead bodies. You think they're dead bodies. They coming alive. You know what I mean? Like, yo, this trailer really, really knocked my socks off. Pause. You know what I mean? Let me get a date on that while we talk about this real quick. You know what I mean? Because I want my people to know the date on this Callisto Protocol, man. Because it is phenomenal. It was phenomenal, man. Callisto Protocol will be out 12/2/2022. 12/2/2022. You know what I mean? So this coming up holiday season, be on the lookout for the Callisto Protocol. You know what I mean? Another game that stood out for me was another game called Eternites. Eternites look phenomenal. You know what I mean? I definitely look forward to playing that. It looked like an original, and of course it is an original title, but the gameplay itself looked like something I hadn't played before. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see some more of the Eternites, and hopefully it'll be dope as well. But the Callisto Protocol for me is what sold it for me. They also did a couple of indies as well. They did some indie JRPG titles as well. But again, what did it for me, y'all, it was the Callisto Protocol. I'm sorry. I will be checking for that game all winter, all fall until it comes out. You know what I mean? I definitely will. Yo, man, I hope I share some information that y'all could use and go back into y'all gaming space and share and tell your friends about, you know what I mean? And hopefully y'all can get excited for some of these games as well. Like I'm excited. I'm so excited, man. Hats off to PlayStation for putting on a phenomenal show. Next up on 6/12, we have the Xbox showcase. I'm excited for that. You know what I mean? Listen, I want to see some more Hellblade 2, hopefully. But we'll talk about that on the podcast about what we're going to expect from the Xbox showcase coming 6/12, which is right around the corner. You know what I mean? What a time for gaming. You know what I mean? Yo, until the next time we speak again, all my gaming peeps out there and my stoners and stonettes, y'all make sure y'all stay safe and stay gaming.